Hey Bestie, it's Lisa. Welcome back. Today we are going to craft with Dollar Tree wooden crates. I love these things. They were out at my store for a while and I finally got some. So let's get started. For this Pinterest-inspired project, we're going to need 5 of these Dollar Tree crates. I'm going to tape them off because I want to paint red and white on them and I want to make sure it doesn't bleed into the other area. So I'm just going to do the top and the bottom with the red, and then I'm going to do the white in between. What we're going to make is a cute little winter's Christmas kind of a train out of these. I'm going to paint the inside white as well, and then I'll do the 2 sides in the red and the bottom, and I'll do that to 4 of them. Then I forgot to film this, but I just took a white marker and I made like little snow drifts kind of on the side. Now I'm going to take 2, the one I'm going to paint all red, and then draw the snow drifts, and I'm going to attach it to the top of one of the 4 that I had already painted. And there you can see I did the little snow drifts all around. This is going to be the first car where the engine is on the train. I'm going to take these pipe cleaners or chenille stems that I got at the Dollar Tree. They were green. I'm going to take 3 and I'm going to twist them to make like a 3-strand cord. I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces and we're going to use these to attach the cars of the train. I'm going to take my 3-strand cord, if you will, and I'm going to cut it into thirds. That way I have 1 piece to attach each of the cars. I'm going to fold them in half and use a ton of hot glue. Wait till they dry, and then I'm going to cover the top with hot glue as well, just to make sure it's on there really, really solid. Not that we're going to really be playing with this. It won't have working wheels. And then I lifted up the other 3 cars so it would be the same height as the first one, and I did the same thing. So there you see. This is super easy. It's really just paint. And then I've got these cute little peppermint candies. I also got these at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put 4 wheels on each car. I'm also going to do headlights and taillights. So here's our little train, each piece attached. Now I've got a cork that I painted red that I had left over. I had painted too many for another project. I'm going to glue that to the top with a cotton ball kind of spread apart to look like the steam from the train. I'm going to take my white paint marker and I'm just going to draw kind of like the windshield on the front there. And now I'm attaching those little candies to make the headlights. And like I mentioned, I'll also be doing the tail lights. This is so easy. It's just adorable when you're done. It would look so cute on a shelf somewhere. And you could decorate it with all kinds of cute things. I found some things around in my Christmas stash that I had. Just for fun, I put candy canes, bells, little person who's the driver, and it just turned out so cute. I've got a little Bible ornament in there. I love this one. Let me know what you think. For this Pinterest-inspired project, we're just going to take 1 crate, and then I've got some black construction paper. I'm going to use my white paint. You can use any white paint you want. I'm going to paint the entire thing white, inside, outside, everything. Now, once I've got that painted, I am going to take a little bit of this chalkboard black paint, and I'm just going to brush it across and dry brush. So, that's where you put a little bit on your brush, wipe most of it off, and then drag it across. I just want to make it look like it's outside and been dirty. We're going to make a cute little snowman. And, snow doesn't stay white very long with everybody playing with it and cars driving by. So I figured we'd go ahead and mess it up a little bit. Using the crate as my guide, I'm going to trace about a 3/4 of an inch around the crate to make the bottom brim part of a snowman's hat. And then I'm also going to make a circle. I'm just using some tape to do that. And then I'm going to cut another rectangular piece that we're going to wrap around. We need to make a little snowman hat. So we've got that top piece, and then we're just going to kind of measure this around the circle so we can see how big we want it to be. Took a couple of times trimming it to get it to the size that I wanted. So there is the bottom of the hat, and I'm going to go ahead and glue that to the open side, which is the bottom of the crate. Now I'm going to bend that rectangle and I'm going to figure out how big to make it for the circle that I cut. I'm going to glue it so it looks like just a little round piece now. Put some hot glue on the top and we're going to add the very top of our hat right there. We will trim away the excess. I'm going to take a black marker. I'm going to draw some eyes. And since it's already a white snowman, we don't have to fill in the white part, just the black. I'll take a bright orange marker and make the nose. This is so easy and so cute. And now I will trim the very top of the hat. This would be fun to do with grandkids and kids, I think, because it's very easy and the end result is very, very cute. Going to make sure my seam is nice. I'm going to add a beautiful black and white buffalo check ribbon to the bottom of the top part of the hat, just to give it a cute little, dressing up. And then I'll cut off any excess. And now I'm just going to put hot glue all around that bottom portion, and I will just hot glue it right to the top of the brim of his hat or her hat, whichever way you want to go. I've got this beautiful star that came off of a clip from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to attach it right there. And then I'm going to take my white paint and I'm going to go around and kind of flock it and put snow where I think it would land, like on the top of his hat and around the edges and so forth. Just for fun. Of course, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. We're going to add a little bit of Christmas greenery. It's got like sparkles on it and glitter. And we're just going to add that to the side of his little snowflake just for embellishment. And then I'm going to add a couple of cute little pine cones that I got at the Dollar Tree. I love those little mini pine cones. They really come in handy. I put them on so many things for Christmas crafting. And isn't he cute? I really like him. So easy to make. Wouldn't that be cute on a tiered tray? I definitely think the kiddos would have a lot of fun making this with you. Let me know what you think. For this project, I've got one of the crates, and then I'm going to use some red and black paint. And I'm just going to paint the bottom portion and the top portion in the red and the middle section in the black. We're going to make the cutest little Santa jacket crate. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Another Pinterest inspiration. And we're just going to go around the center there. You can tape it off if you want. I decided this time to just be super careful. And actually, I did a pretty good job. I just had a little teeny bit of cleanup to do. No big deal. I did tape the sides because that was a little trickier. There was no guide there. Off camera, I did put a little bit of white paint in those lines between. I forgot to film that, but anyway, you don't have to. I just did. And then I'm going to go around and sand around the edges to give it a little more of a distressed look. I kind of like the way that looks on there. So now that that part is all done and it's ready to go, we're going to take some gold metallic paint. First, I'm going to draw a little belt buckle on it. It's just a rectangle that you just kind of draw the box on the inside. I didn't do the little clip part. I decided just to do that one little spot there. I'm just going to very carefully do a couple coats with the gold in there. And again, just take a very small art brush so that you don't like overpaint and go very slow. If you had a paint marker that was gold, I think that would be an easy way to do it too. Mine has since dried up and I have to get a new one and I just didn't realize it. Now I'm going to take a white paint marker and I'm just going to use my own printing. You could use a cutting machine or stickers, and we're just going to write "Here Comes" on the top and Santa Claus on the bottom. Now, obviously, this is just for fun. Occasionally, I'll get somebody who will say something like, if you're a Christian, how can you do Santa Claus? Well, it's just for fun. I don't worship Santa Claus. I worship Jesus. So just to make that clear, if anyone's wondering, I don't think many people are, but just in case. And this is just a cute, fun thing. Kids love it. And of course, we still teach them the truth at some point when they're ready to understand it. On the back, I'm just going to put a bunch of ho-ho-hos all over it. I just thought that would be a super cute way to make a two-sided piece, which I love. And then in the center, I'm going to write "Merry Christmas" just in cursive. And that's it. Super easy. If you don't feel like you can print nicely, you could always type it out and use like carbon paper to trace on the back and then write over it. Whatever you want to do, it's just fine. I've got a cute little buffalo check bow that was from Walmart already made. I just trimmed it, put it on the right side, and I'm going to put a little mini pine cone right in the center just to dress it up a little bit. And then I need to trim that bow because I don't want it to cover any of the words that I wrote. I'm really loving how this looks. I think it came out so cute. And again, another really easy Pinterest-inspired project for you. I hope you like it and will consider trying it. For this project, inspired by Pinterest, we're also going to use one crate and my antique wax. I'm going to paint the wax on the entire thing and then wipe it away like as if it were a stain. That's one of my favorite ways to use it. It just shows the wood grain. Even on these little crates, you can still see wood grain, and I think it gives it a really nice look. It's not too dark. So we'll finish the whole thing off. I did the inside as well. Now I've got these stencils from Chocateur, and they say naughty and nice, and then I've got some twine. We're also going to use that. I cut out the stencils, and I'm just going to put them right on the center of each side. Make sure they're adhered really well. I know there's those lines in there so that we're going to, see that paint doesn't go in there, but that's okay. You can still read the words, no problem. I'm going to take some white paint. Doesn't have to be chalk paint. It can be acrylic, whatever you want. I don't use the paste. I just use the paint. And then I pull it off and look at that. Oh my gosh, I love that part. I'm becoming a little bit addicted to these kind of silk screen stencils. They are awesome. Anyway, and there is the naughty side. And then you go wash those right away and they come off really easy just with water. Then I'm going to take the twine and I'm going to wrap it around like 3 times because I just love that look. I think it's so cute. And once I get it wrapped around 3 times, we'll just go ahead and hot glue it and cut off the excess. I am trying to keep it in a certain spot in the middle, so I used a dab of hot glue on the bottom just to kind of secure it. And now we're on the last one. And then we will just attach that to the bottom, cut off the excess, and there we have our cute little trim with that jute. Now I've got a beautiful kind of burgundy colored flower. I'm going to add some greenery to this just to give it more of a festive Christmas look. These are like frosted evergreens. I've got some that have glitter on them, some that just have like kind of snowy look, whatever's in my stash. I haven't bought new Christmas greenery this year because I had so much left. I'm going to see how I can do using it up. And then I'm going to add some pine cones also. I want this to be a 2-sided piece, so I'll make sure you can see a pine cone from each side. I think that's going to look super, super cute. And then I have these glitter branches from the Dollar Tree. So I just cut little teeny pieces. This one is silver glittered, and they come in red, gold, and silver if you can find them. And they're great for embellishment and little accents just to give something, kind of that Christmassy winter festive look. So I like adding those wherever I can. I just think it makes things a little bit more interesting. And you don't have to add those kind of things unless you love them and want to. That's it for this one. Now that was so easy and it came out cute. Again, another Pinterest inspired craft for Christmas. I hope you like it. Ready for more inspiration? Here's another video I think you'll really like. If you click on it, I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye!